Hey everybody, what's up? Jerome Wilson here again, and we are on the third episode of Road to Phoenix documentary. Yay! That was corny. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you very much for the support that you've given this production team so far. Today, we're going to be talking about some very critical issues that a lot of people have been having, especially amongst my closest friends here. As you can see, I am in full suit today. I don't know, I feel more comfortable in wearing it. It's like Deadpool with a pink unicorn in his bed, you know? Yeah, many people gravitate to that. I don't know, maybe some people just sleep in the nude. Yeah, there are people like that. You know, whatever floats your boat, congratulations to all of you. Today, we're going to be talking about something fundamental if you're putting your work out there. Training. Here's what throws off a lot of people. When you're putting your product out there, or you're making a name for your own self, what is it that you need to do? Where do you start? Where do you begin? That's what's getting a lot of people in a rut. They're very fearful of making their own concept come to life because they don't even know where the hell to begin. I don't know if this video is going to be beneficial to anybody, but if it held me back, it's probably holding a lot of other people back. So I'm gonna actually break down 5 pointers for everybody today. So let's start off with the first pointer for everybody. The concept itself. There are many people who I know, like in the anime community out here in Kingston, Jamaica, who have attended events, or many different events for that matter. They've set up booths, pastry outlets, drink sales, food sales, clothing sales, everything that they've originally made for themselves. There are some people out there who just don't know how to start their own thing. Well, I'm here to talk about the foundation of everything. Foundation is fundamental. As you know, we're living in a different day and age, the day of the millennials. I don't know why people call it that up to this day, I'm just confused. We have technology literally at our fingertips. You can literally have data on your phone and you can go on Google, do a 15-minute tutorial on whatever it is that you want. Say for example you want to sell t-shirts and you have all of these designs on there. You need a foundation. So the first thing that you need to do, you need to save your money and you need to buy several t-shirts. What you have to do, whatever imagination that you have in mind, put it on paper first. Design what it is that you want to put on these t-shirts. Then when you have a concept down for products that you originally want to sell, recommend someone who's good at designing the shirts. You will have to save up money as best as you can, and you will have to source out an outlet so that you can get these shirts designed. You need a starting point. You don't need a university degree to further yourself out here. You don't need qualifications. You don't need subjects. You don't need any of that. They always believe that they need some sort of qualification to start their own thing. You really don't. Some people have started their own dance group. Some people have started their own masks. Some people have made their own t-shirts, their own merchandise, their own chains, so on and so forth. If you want to do something, you're gonna have to start with a foundation. That's key. You can't just jump up one day and say, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Plan it out first and start today. Like I said in the first couple of episodes, stop waiting until opportunities get better for you. Opportunities won't get better. Every day things get worse and gets tougher. You want to start something today? Build your foundation right now. Kind of like these steps that I'm sitting on. It's a solid foundation and it's very sturdy. If it crumbles right now, I'm definitely gonna run out of this location. Second point that I'm going to be talking about right now is confidence. If you want to start your own thing, you're gonna have to be confident about it. As I said in the first episode, a lot of people just give up. They have a brilliant idea, their imagination is 10 times better than mine, and they actually have the talent to create certain things. You gotta be confident about what you're doing. Stop letting everybody's criticism hold you back. Stop letting people's harsh words hold you back. The only reason people do this is because they're either jealous of you or they just don't want to see you. Millennium bites need to be banned in 2020 and beyond. I'm gonna put in a petition. If you let people do that to you, you're not gonna get anywhere. You know about the crab mentality in Jamaica? Crabs in a barrel. When you're crawling out, they're gonna drag you back down. Stop letting that happen. Now is not the time for that. Now is the time where you want to show people what you can do. And I always have something that I'd like to expect from people that's completely different from what I've seen, because you have two sets of people selling chains and two sets of people selling shirts, and it's gonna get a lot of people bored. Originality. Now, I always attended a lot of events in Jamaica, and I set my expectations way too high, and I'm let down all the time. Well, most of the time, I should say, not all the time. But I always set my expectations very high as to what I want to see. But when I don't see it, I'm basically just disappointed, yo. Like, some events that I've attended in the past, they set up too late. That's the first thing. Their setup is not fundamental. It's not neat. It's not tidy. It's not colorful. They're not original. It's all boring. It's all drab. You're just seeing the location in itself. It's not decorated to how you want to see it. You know, like how in Japan or Trinidad and Tobago, Thailand, they have those lovely looking stalls and marketplaces. The entire building is transformed. You wouldn't even believe that you're in a regular establishment. You have to be original in what you're doing. And what I hope to see for 2020 and beyond is to see somebody coming up with something different and original. Like, surprise everybody. Don't be afraid to put out your idea and all that. Just come up with something unique and something different. Don't be like everybody else. Be yourself. Do something that nobody else has thought of before. Make something that everybody else is doing, but put a twist to it. That way you actually get a lot of feedback from people, and then you can start your own YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram page, even Twitter if you're on there. I don't use Twitter. I don't see the point in using Twitter. I might be convinced later on to use Twitter, but I just don't want to. So no. The fourth point. This one scares a lot of people. I don't know why, but as I grew up, I finally understood. Locations. Now, a lot of people want a space to do their own thing, but they can't. 1, rent. 2, the location itself. In certain areas, it's not that safe. It can be very desolate and it can be very violent. 3, extortion. It's a real thing, people. Trust me. No matter what business you open up out here, in certain areas, people can tax you in one way or the other. 4, taxes. You're going to have to pay that. It's rent first, it's taxes later, it's extortion afterwards. 5, bad business. The customers that are supposed to help you with locations and the payment of your rent, they don't always pay up. A lot of my closest friends got ripped off. These are the major points that demotivate people. I don't want that to be the case for anybody. Just make sure that if you want to work your way up to a location, you're gonna have to get a lot of feedback from people. It's gonna take a lot of saving. It's gonna take a lot of business tactics. That's the one qualification you're gonna need. You're gonna have to know your math and you're gonna have to know your English to get around. It's just a real thing if you want a location for yourself. And if it's a spot that you get for yourself, you're going to have to pay your taxes. You're going to have to pay your rent. You're gonna have to pay for it. It's a real deal. That's the one aspect of it all that hurts a lot of people. I'm sorry, that's just a real thing. The 5th and final point, sponsorship and campaign. A lot of Jamaicans don't want to do this because they don't believe in going out there and putting their name out. Go out there and sponsor yourself, but you'll need the foundation first. Once you plan and plan and plan, once you go through your trials and error, and make your own posters, your own business cards, your own flyers, and you hand them out to people. You have your Instagram page set up, you have your Facebook page set up, you got your YouTube page set up, you got your own website set up, and people are gonna want updates all the time. So when you go out there and you pass around your flyers or your cards, people say, call this number, visit this site. Reach people. When you reach people, you reach different partners. When you reach different partners, you expand your business. When you expand your business, you grow. I've been waiting too long for this film to be a reality for me. And then I realized, yo, I gotta start it myself. And I reached out to a lot of people, and these people are helping me out today. And I'm confident enough that by December, I'll have a film that I'll release that people will at least enjoy. Some are gonna say it's crappy. I'm actually looking out for that because you need a lot of criticism to get better. And it will get better because it's going to be a continuation. So yeah, that's it for today's episode, people. You need these 5 pointers to get out there. And if you really want to sponsor yourself, just do it. Don't be afraid. You're going to have to fail once to try again. That's just how it is. So, this is Gerald Wilson, and this has been Road to Phoenix Documentary Episode 3. I thank you all for your time. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you very much. Alright, yeah, so what's the problem again, Ozzy?
Wrong way.
Wrong way?
Yep.
Wrong adjustment?
Yep.
So Ozzy here is trying to adjust the camera the right way, and this is his third attempt. Third attempt.
Time's the charm.
Third time's the charm, right?
Third time's the charm.
Third time's the charm. Third time's the charm, people. Three times. Tres.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
That's definitely.
That's a good girl.
That's a very. That's a very good girl indeed, Ozzy.
Alright, here we go.
Oh, you having luck now?
Yeah.
Wow, it's shorter than before. You could have done that before. Nothing. Very screw it. It's usual direction. Left or right?
I don't remember.
You need to know these things, Ozzy. After hours.
Jerome needs to know what side to screw it.
I need to know what side to screw it
He
in.
needs to know the direction of his screw.
Ozzy, if you can't help me out here, then
Help him to screw it, Ozzy!
oh damn.
What you saying? No matter which direction.
You screwed this in very well, Ozzy. It's screwed in.
Screwed it.
It's screwed in
really well.
real tight.
Yeah.
I don't think we're gonna be able to unscrew this.
Ozzy did a good screwing with that.
Weak as hell.
Damn it, Ozzy, be sensitive with the screwing, man! This fine gentleman here, the cameraman, Ozzy, yes, he's discovered a pair of scissors, as you can see. And he said it was quite small, but he thought it was bigger.
That's right. So for the people in this blooper section, could you please tell us why you thought the scissors would be bigger, Ozzy?
It's excitement.
So
I wasn't excited, I was just merely pointing out the fact that I found a pair of scissors. You were the one that seemed disappointed that the scissors was not bigger.
any comment for the people?
No comment.
No comment.
Oh yeah, you screwed down.
Are you gripping it tightly, Ricky?
Very tightly, very tightly.
Very tightly. Firmly grasp it between your hands.
Firmly grasping.
As Patrick said in SpongeBob.
Really tight.
So you say you like something rough and solid gripping between your hands?
Gripping my hand. I also love gripping things that are just rough against my hand.
Note to self, half of these bloopers are really sexual innuendos. So this is basically 18 and over. Don't say I didn't warn.
Right. So this is at the angle you want it.
Yeah, it's that angle I want it.
Alright, so tighten it back.
Tighten back, tighten like this. So it's tight here now, right? Once I put my finger here and pull, it's tight.
Opposite direction for the other one.
Okay, so I push it this way like this. Alright, so my finger is here. I put my finger.
I think I've used 2 fingers, Ricky.
No, I only need one finger. Tighten with one.
Just
finger.
one finger? You sure?
I mean, if I use 2 fingers, it'll tighten up quicker, but I only really need one.
I see.
Right? And then this is the part now that goes on my shoulder.
I hope it doesn't slip from you this time.
I hope not.
We don't need any slippery.
No, I hope
Incidents.
not. It was slippery before.
Yeah?
Alright.
Tighten it.
Tighten it.
Tighten it some more, Ricky.
Right. Oh wait, that's too loose though.
Yeah,
It's falling off.
yeah, there you go. There you go. Yeah.
Alright. Okay, so that's.
Yeah, there you
It
go.
feels nice and firm against my chest now.
Really, really sticking to you now,
Like
right?
really sticking to
Like-
me
like-
now.
Yeah.
Right, man?
You good?
I'm good.
You secured?
Yeah.
I
I
feel
feel like an android. I'm awesome.
I also look strong at times. Good. Yeah, these are lovely trees. Yeah, I love the trees. You love the trees, Ricky? Ricky, where are you going?
I don't remember.
So this is a tree.
It's been a while since I get
Authentic,
to the first
green,
time. That's it.
and lovely. As you can see, it has been here for quite some time.
But based on what I remember,
Firm, steady,
it's supposed
solid.
to just a plug and go and you can
the
work with
touch,
anything.
elegant, so smooth,
Where
so
it's
clean.
DSLR or
Your best friend, you can hug it. You can basically talk to it, caress it. It's always your friend. That wasn't needed. You're fired.